The minute you walked in the joint, I could see you were a man of distinction, a real big spender, good looking, so refined. Say, wouldn't you like to know what's going on in my mind? So let me get right to the point. I don't pop my cork for every man I see. Hey, big spender, spend a little time with me. Wouldn't you like to have fun, fun, fun? How's about a few laughs, laughs? I could show you a good time. Let me show you a good time. The minute you walked in the joint, I could see you were a man of distinction, a real big spender, good looking, so refined. Say, wouldn't you like to know what's going on in my mind? So let me get right to the point. I don't pop my cork for every man I see. Hey, big spender, hey, big spender, hey, big spender, spend a little time with me.
Hello. Hello. Sorry I'm late. Wonderful. Today is a very special day. Excuse me, Miss Jones.
Connecting.
today we deploy the Arthanaut. It should be ready by tomorrow, which is now. We need to... I also need to start procurement for the organic mortar applicators. Good day to you all! Look at this attitude. Hello, Pinkskin. I'm wonderful, sir. Slightly subdued, but no less wonderful. I trust you are well, sir.
Warp drive active.
I need to get hyped. I had sugar in my coffee, so it should be alright, but it's not a given. I'm pleased to hear it, sir. Oh dear, well, that's all you need, isn't it? Please sit down, relax, grab yourself a beverage, and learn about industry. And life, just life in general. Not that you do not know about it already, but I've been around the world and I I can't find my baby. I've lost two of them. 18 million! Oh, getting hurt. Yes, we do need to move. Oh, Jesus. Jesus, Mary and Joseph. We'll come back tomorrow. Today, we will be, oh I said didn't I? Well, just in case anyone's joined us today, we'll be deploying an Athanaut. Which first involves scanning moons. Oh no, no, I don't think we're going to, I don't think we're going to bother. Should we? Should we bother though? Should we? I could just strap a moon drill onto it. For Nasty and the other alphas. Yes, indeed, Pinkskin. We won it the night before last on the buyer's auction in Utah. Yeah, hello Charlie. I agree. It's only one jump, isn't it? It's not like, I mean, with the freighter or the Orca even, it's not. It will be, Pinkskin. It will be, sir. As of tomorrow, it should be deployed. As of, well, 24 hours after we deploy it today. It could take some time, I'm afraid, but I don't want to deploy it too late, because then it won't be available until late tomorrow, and I'd rather it was available early. Imagine a world, imagine a refinery that refines ice and processes it into fuel blocks. It's just amazing. I'm just obsessed. I'm obsessed with this idea. And it does it all within the refinery. It's fantastic.
Warp drive active.
I'd like it to have a material efficiency rig. And we'll try and calculate the time, see if we can take advantage of a time rig. And obviously a reprocessing efficiency rig. don't think there is one for reprocessing, because it's instantaneous, obviously.
Docking permission requested. Docking request accepted.
So this is what we didn't collect for last month due to various DDoS attacks and me forgetting and etc. So it was nearer, when all this is collected, it was nearer 2 billion, but it wasn't 2.5. But then it is only the estimated price. We'll collect that tomorrow, hopefully when we do the run. I don't know, it probably won't be tomorrow now, we'll go to Amar, so today we have to... Mr. Knox needs to go back to Utah, but first he needs to transfer Mr. Lynch some money. Then he has to trade with Mr. Stewart Jr. for the Heron and the Tayra, and I think that's all he needs. Oh, thank God.
Connecting.
We need to pick up the superconductors today as well, superconductor rails. Manu first. Lots to do today. Busy day again, I'm afraid. And now trading. This needs to be emptied desperately. Wonderful. There it is. So, we also need to deploy the Plasma Command Center. Loads to do today. I mean, that used to be a day's work for me. Things are moving quickly now. I need to write a piece of correspondence to my corps members. Imagine that, imagine that. Sounds so professional. Is that everything? Is there anything else? I think that's everything. Oh, the ice harvesting drone. Yeah. Do I have another one spare? No. I need to bring another one down. I'll bring 10 or so down just in case I lose them. Yesterday we found out, courtesy of Charlie, that the system cost index is not a fixed rate based on the system or security rating or anything else. It's actually based on the number of people using it for manufacturing. Which is very interesting and useful to know. Charlie said it was even used for intelligence gathering purposes to locate where people are building things, in particular capital ships, which is very noticeable. I think that's fascinating, personally. Is that all? Is that all? I think what we'll need to do is go into Mr. Stewart now and just see, does he need anything from here? Oh, mining crystals. We may as well base all these things here. There are modifiers which were high-sec and modified by how many stations are in a system. Oh! So some systems can have more activity in them without affecting the SCI as well. I see. So there may be several factors involved, not just the number of people producing things. Interesting, interesting. I don't know if I favorited this, Charlie. Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. What the fuck is this? Oh my god. A page of code. I think that's the only other thing from which you could benefit. I took the ore mining stuff down here as well, so there's a few uncommon spawns down here. Oh, I see, sir. That sounds a bit advanced for me, I'm afraid. I'll give it a go, though. Oh, you know what I didn't bring? I didn't bring down the Tech 2s, actually. These are for mining missions. Harvest equipment. Which screen can you see it? Mr. Knox, okay. Strip miners. Modulated strip miner. Okay. So in future, if anyone needs anything, just write it down, and I will do a weekly run to Hatoken with Mr. Knox, essentially. And that would be today. That would be on Friday. So we'll start today doing it, and then tomorrow we'll do our run to Amar, as per usual. So nothing will be interrupted, and it will spread it out nicely. Give us something to do each day. When you do fuck all, you have to elongate the tasks you have to do already. It's a fine art. Did we add Magnasis? We did. But also, it's important, as I say, not to burn out. So instead of doing 2 hauls on one day, we do 1 haul on one day, essentially. Simple in its conception, I know, but it doesn't always occur to you. We need to pick up these today and put on the next load, so to speak. So Mr. Knox needs to go back to Utah first, basically. But I think what we'll do is, before he goes back, we'll just do PI for the day on the Stuart, and then we will survey some moons, I think. Put the industry on in Harila, and all is well in the world. Keep an eye on science when you've got... hang on, we can't really expand this window, can we? Is anything ending... there's a few bits ending early tomorrow morning. That's not good. Oh well. Didn't time that very well. So this one's only 7 jumps. So yeah, 14 jumps a week. That's not... it's no skin off my nose. Again, if you work all day, it's... you don't necessarily want to be wasting your time hauling, which I quite understand. So you may want to consider outsourcing it, for example. You could probably get it done for 10 million, 14 million max. Somebody has to come out here from Utah and come back. Might be good to incentivise it by paying 14 to account for the amount of jumps they have to come out here. So it's fairly quiet out here. Right. Say goodbye for Mr. Knox. To Mr. Knox for a minute. So we're going to use Mr. Stewart before Mr. Knox leaves, just to see if he needs anything that Mr. Knox has already got, and then if not, he can always pick it up and come back today. But he's got a lot of bits to do in and around Utah first, so... the best way to find out if you need anything is to actually do it, basically. So... otherwise, it can be very hard to work it all out in theory. That's a pity. Do we have a jump clone in perimeter? I think we're going to have to move the robotics colony down here at great expense. No, we have one here, which is unfortunate. Oh, that's a 1005. That is a 1005, and this is... that's 4%. Yeah, there's some good implants. Forgot about that. I think therefore this is for ore though, so we need to get a new clone sorted out, an ore clone and an ice clone essentially. That's what most people do, I believe. One day. Oh, okay, that's good. I think, should we do that first then to warm up? Because I know exactly where it's going. And that's 5 hours or so. We'll have to use the Teira, which means yeah, I wouldn't use it fitted like that, to be honest. Can we salvage anything from the Heron? Ah, the cloaking device. Excellent. Did I not bring down any warp core stabilizers? Okay, we may have to get those first then. We'll put that on the shopping list for a start. So Mr. Stewart should have the skills to actually use these. Wonderful. Okay, and it takes 2. Yeah, they look quite big. I think they're one-use items, so it's going to be fairly expensive. Costs about 30 million for all these probes. Obviously, I reckon we'll see that back in, yeah, potentially a day, so... well, 2 days. Actually, no. What am I talking about? It depends on the cycle of the moon chunk arriving at the Athanor and being blasted into an asteroid field. So we have to account for a day for the deployment of the Athanor, and then the cycle for the moon drill. Alright, I think those are the only 2 factors. Also I don't actually have the moon drill yet, so we'll have to add on the length of time it takes me to win one on the buyers. I don't know how expensive they are actually. Let's have a look. Do they sell on the buyer's auction? Not very well, but I think we'll still have a good chance. So, that's 2 things already. Do we have all these things? We've got all these things, so shopping list for today is a moon drill. For this experiment you will need a moon drill. Entry level industry. What would it be under? Propulsion? Yeah. So we'll have to do this later now, because I'm not taking it into LOSEC without any warp core stabilization. It normally saves my life. So just having 3 on that. Otherwise we'll have to refit a Teira and bring it down here, and it's a pain in the arse. Logistics, you see, that's the key. So, in that case, we will... let's go over to Mr. Stewart next, Senior. And we'll come back to Mr. Stewart Jr. Momentarily.
Connecting.
Project Discovery, we have 9 days to catch up on, which means about 18 hours of Project Discovery. After we've done our double bonus, it will only be 1 time, so I'm making a tally of them, so when I'm motivated to do it, we're just going to spend like the whole day doing it. And we'll hopefully catch up. If I'm never motivated to do it, then we just won't do it, I'm afraid. It's that simple. $4,000 per copy. Is that the maximum? Oh, that's interesting. Exactly 1 week. There we go. Let's put them on 3. Right. Let's put them on 3 copies instead. Yeah, Mr. Stewart really needs that. Wonderful. I try to procure the reaction materials when they're cheap to make these. If not, I just procure these directly from the buyer's auction up to a month in advance, because they can be fairly tricky to win. We only have enough robotics for a round of lights, so do another few rounds of lights, and that should take us into tomorrow, which will be, that's a mineral haul tomorrow, I think. We've done the invention haul last week. Tomorrow is the Tech 1 mineral run. And that's for heavy neutron blasters and neutron blaster cannons, which we have to make ourselves, which is no big deal, to be honest. I do supplement the making of them, the making of the heavies, by procuring some from the buyer's auction in Utah, but the rate at which I make them requires me to make the Tech ones as well. So it does make the whole process more profitable, but it's less profitable over time because we have to sacrifice the time it would take to be making the Tech 2s with Tech 1s. So but it's not a big deal, to be honest. It doesn't take very long. I don't normally take advantage of it anyway, so I normally forget. So it's irrelevant anyway, to be honest. ARC. ARC. It's a fantastic acronym. Always root. Where is it? Where's my notepad? Always root the commodity. Always. The fuck is it? Oh. This is my great work. Skill set for planetary interaction, or on PI. I'll leave it up for anyone who's wondering. It's ever evolving, it's ever changing, and thanks to various contributors, it's becoming quite the what would you call it? Quite complete. Quite comprehensive, I think is the word. Ah, there we go. Jesus. Sorry about that. So... where's this routed to? What's this? Okay, chiral structure. So, I lost my trail of thought now. That's all I knew. It's a fucking ball ache living here, it really is. Yeah, I hope you've had a glance over that. Oh, resupply, that was it, resupply. I fancy another coffee. Oh, fuck my ass. I work for charity. Which charity should I work for? Not one of the mainstream ones, no, like support like a smaller one. Yeah, toast it. That's a great start, Charlie. Check out how much they pay themselves. Fantastic! Look at this! Look at this! Look at this skill set! Skill set for charity selection. Look at this! Look at this! So the first thing we consider is that it's not mainstream. So once we've ruled out any mainstream ones, anything that's left, we can select from.
Warp drive active.
Secondly, how much do they pay themselves? How much they pay themselves. Some charities pay their executives exorbitant amounts of money and they're practically run like a business. I don't know how they sleep at night. Having raised money for charity before, I know a bit about how it works. Consider how well some alliances are run by people who don't pay themselves. Better than some large companies, at least with regard to IT infrastructure. Yes, indeed. There we go. That is pretty much it for today. There was some in 4 hours, weren't there? I think there was some in... We'll check back at 6 o'clock. We'll do the rounds again at 6 o'clock, and then localgiving.org might be of some use. Thank you, Charlie. I'll have a look at it. Has anyone been using the... Oh, where's old Mephistopheles gone? Bugger. Oh, that's a pity. Wonderful. I'm just going to get another coffee, boys and girls. I know it's controversial, but...
Warp drive active.
Question is, what to have in it? Fucking hell. Must do about a mile a day around this house, I reckon. Easily. They say do an hour's vigorous exercise a day. Well, I must do that up and down the stairs. Five-minute break. If I take a 5-minute break once an hour, and I stream for 12 hours, that's 12 times 5, isn't it? Which is 60. That's an hour's vigorous exercise. But, I mean, a very small proportion of it is spent on the stairs. No, if I take a 5-minute break every hour for 12 hours, I take a break for an hour, don't I? So I'm only streaming for 11 hours. Almost 5 million skill points just to get the science skills to 4. That's incredible. Oh, that's good. That's a good coffee. That is full of sugar. I'll have my coffee full of sugar. Is it? "16 times. Jesus. One skill to level 5 is 256,000 SP. Is it? I thought some skills were more than that. Hello, Mr. Little. I trust you've reached the age of 18 now. high dick lips. What the fuck? Oh! I'll do it for 50 quid, Stuart. I'll do it for 50 quid. Undercut the competition. Hey Ken! Hey Ken! Everyone's here. Dick. Oh, I can't say that word. Please don't use that word, Stuart. You know I hate it. No, no, Stuart. That's the other one I hate. You've just committed a double faux pas. That's a timeout, sir. That's an instant timeout. Why can I still see it? Why can I still see it? It's fucking tenacious. I don't want this shit on my screen. Jesus fuck. They're the two words I can't stand. Those are my two least favourite words. I can't look at them. Tenacious. You can't even get rid of it. Stu just overrides the timeout. Okay, Charlie. It's like I'm not reading it, Stu. I'm not reading it. It's going to be either abusive or disgusting. Okay, I'll read it. I'm intrigued. You bastard. Okay, that's it. That's it. That's enough for one day. We'll do Mr. Knox first, boys and girls. We've got the shopping list now, I think. Oh, I've just forgot it. 1 second. Nice.
Connecting.
What was the shopping list? Stand Up Moondra. Oh yeah, don't forget that. Walk Course Stabilizer, Time Street. And did I put thingies on the list? Ice Harvester drones. It's worse than that. It's worse than the time that I left my laptop in the college, in the toilet. At college, or rather the bar around the corner. I died, like I died. And I got a phone call. I got a phone call to say. Got a phone call to say. I don't know how they got my number. Like, we found your laptop. I was like, really? Do you want a reward? I was gonna give them like 100 quid.
Connecting.
Hello, Nasty. Oh! Hello, Yung Yong Woo. Yung Yong Woo! Sorry. That's probably a real name as well. I apologise profusely. I wouldn't have minded, but I had to go all the way back on the train to get it the next day, at great expense. You're from Korea. Fantastic, sir. I forgot my laptop. I forgot my laptop. Got all the way home. I realised I didn't have it, and I literally just like had a panic attack. Wu Yung Yang. I do apologise, sir. Wu Yung Yang. Of course, you say the surname first, don't you? Kato Gozen. Wu Yung Yang. Wu Yung Yang. Hello, Kat. Garbage. Nice, nice. Do many Koreans play Eve Young? I don't know. One foot. We're not taking the orca back. The orca stays here. We need Le Chateau, Le Dank Chateau. So 600, Charlie. That's really useful to know, sir. That's really useful to know. Hang on a sec. Yes, indeed. Likewise, so very sensible idea I thought. You need your provisions, don't you? Like tinned anchovies and female prostitutes and all the rest of it.
Warp drive active.
It's really good at the moment, isn't it? Space, the final frontier.
Active.
Female prostitutes, Mr. Wu. Sorry, I don't want to offend your sensibilities. I lost my sense and sensibility a long time ago.
Warp drive active.
Untaken, I'm male. That's good. I see a message from Stuart, that's not good. Did I? You should be able to talk now, Stuart. I'm sure it's been 10 minutes. I was looking at the profitability of building the fuel blocks locally that would be required for reactions. Oh, yeah. You're processing. Nice. You're gonna try, Charlie. I think it's the emote tomorrow, so... Inspiration. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, look. Look! Oh, look at the colour scheme! It's like peach and green. Oh, it's gorgeous. It's gorgeous, Charlie. Look at Charlie's thingy. You should know this by now, Stuart. It's literally the two you used. The two you used. I mean, the two. Like, I mean, it was a double faux pas. That's an instant timeout, I'm afraid, sir. It's not grounds for a ban. It's just an instant. You feel about charts? No, that's I don't like that one either, Stuart. I don't like that. That brings back bad memories of being an alcoholic. The shuttle. Can we just take the time to look at Charlie's spreadsheet? Look at the colour scheme. Look at the peach and the green. I feel I'm a master at using language to convey messages. I don't dispute that, Stuart. I don't dispute that. I really get the gist. I really get your gist, sir. I can imagine you saying it sometimes. It's come straight from the heart. or from the hip. I'm not quite sure which one. I have no idea why I chose those colours, but I always copy from a previous sheet, so they have a habit of featuring in nearly all of them now. I think it's fabulous. I think it's fabulous, Charlie. I think this summer I'm going to wear peach and green in honour of this spreadsheet. I think the trouble is, I don't think lime green trousers, maybe lime green trousers and a peach blazer, because I think if we go for the lime green blazer, that's going like full Michael Portillo. I don't know, like you can never go full Michael Portillo. More of a flat pastel green. Yeah, it is more of a flat pastel green, isn't it? It's not lime green at all, really, is it? Lime green's is darker, isn't it? Thank you, Stu. Thank you, Stu. You paint a grisly image. You paint a lovely, grisly image. I also feel that you have genuinely enjoyed the imagery which my language sometimes conjures. Precisely, Stuart. The imagery which your language conjures, the connotations in the imagery they're quite vivid sometimes, especially now I have quite vivid flashbacks myself. I made one where you can post salvaging from Eve, and it will tell you how much it's worth to reprocess. That sounds like an amazing spreadsheet, Charlie. That sounds like it's worth it. So that's what I wanted to start doing once I maxed my scrap metal reprocessing and all the rest of it.
Active.
Also, the heavy water usually goes at a premium in nullsec due to rock coils. Yeah, I've still got to get mine in, Charlie. I used to buy it on the cheap in LASEC, and I've never actually collected any of it. The Daily Mail is up. The Daily Mail. I do occasionally read the Daily Mail. I don't know why, but that's it! That's it! That's the look! That's the look, Azap. You nailed it. This is the look. Full Michael Portillo. That's the look. That's the look. The look of love. That's the look. That's the look. Look at, isn't that fabulous? Isn't that, oh my god, that is summer. That is summer in a look. That's a fabulous, look at that look. That's fabulous. That is summer in a look. I've got exactly the same build as Michael Portillo. He looks fabulous. It's 80-20, I swear. You're making me want to change the colour scheme. Sorry, Charlie. I think you should keep it so. Yours is even more fabulous. Yours blends. Yours goes together. Michael Portillo, he's all about contrast and texture contrast as well, which is... he does it, but not everyone can, like... Heavy Water. That reminds me of last year as well.
Warp drive active.
Heavy water and heavy water and diarrhea. You poor bastard, Stu. Have you thought about smoking cannabis through a vaporizer, Stu? You may do already. I don't want to preach to the choir. Look how quickly it is in the shuttle. I enjoy a navy blue suit with a peach time. Peach time? Peach shirt?
Warp drive active.
That's the low. That's the low. Who's this? Hi there. Hi there, gentlemen. That's I'm gonna be careful how I say this. There's a striking resemblance to Michael Portillo, that. I don't know, Chappie. I don't know, Chappie. Is this a trap? Traps aren't go, are they? I mean, I'm 80-20, but... I couldn't possibly say, madam. I couldn't possibly say. I'm trying not to look at them. That's my New Year's resolution. I go a bit funny, I'm afraid. They can't have me walking around. Fucking hurt. Don't be shy. Oh, madam. Don't be shy. I'm so shy with it. Oh Jesus. Oh Jesus. Oh Jesus. They look perfect, madam. They look perfect. They look amazing. Oh Jesus. They look amazing, madam. I'm sorry. You're making me twitch. Literally.
Warp drive active.
Not changing my look for anyone. Nice and perky. My bazongas have always bothered me, they... Really? Why do they bother you, madam? Perhaps I can... Perhaps I can help reassure you. Cunning linguist. I totally ignored it, madam, for which I apologise. If I don't reply, I am probably AFK. Please email me instead. Mr. Miss Muffet sat on her tuffet, drinking her curds from a glass. It wasn't the spider that gave her a fright, but the nettle stings right on her ass. That's amazing! Oh, it's glorious! That's glorious! That's glorious! Is that yours? Is that yours? Dr. Foster went to Gloucester to cure a case of the colics. Colics. I think that's pronounced, isn't it? He stopped to watch a cricket match and caught the ball in his box. I'm sorry.
Warp drive active.
I love poetry. I love poetry. I'll read you one of mine. Where is it? Is it Maurice? I love that rhythm. I love that. What's it called? What's that rhythm called? I love that rhythm. What was it called? Maurice? I can't remember it. I think it's on Twitter. A limerick! A limerick! Thank you, madam. You are most insightful. I adore limericks. Oh, that was it. And to Maurice, I dedicate this piece. His wit is beyond comprehension. His company as well. My stories I tell, but his are not worth a mention. A great poem. John Hegley. Who's John Hegley?
Docking permission requested. Docking request accepted.
I've got a dog that's more like a carrot than a dog. It's hairier, but only very slightly. It's got it's got no personality to speak of, no bark to bark of, no head, no legs, no tail, and it's all orange and crunchy. That's a fucking carrot. We've been duped again. May I stay in your channel? Of course, madam. Please. Take a seat. Would you like a drink? Where are my manners? Or a handbag, perhaps? No. Please stay, madam. And to Maurice, I dedicate this piece. His wit is beyond comprehension. His company's rare, my stories I tell, but his are not worth a mention. I did another one as well, about Michael. There was an old man from Leeds who swallowed a packet of seeds. In less than an hour, his dick was a flower and his balls a bunch of oh, thank God. Oh, thank God, a fellow bard, a travelling bard, has come into my channel. Thank the Lord. An OG bard. An OG bard. She's older than Fuka Sochioda. I'm very gay. I'm very gay. A travelling bard has come into my street. Cheppy Murasaki. Robert Knox, so what? The humorless have been baited. I did one on Michael as well, Mr. Murasaki, my friend Michael. I don't know where it's gone though. I don't know where they've gone. It's like Maurice and Michael are the only ones that have gone. Oh, to Maurice! Sorry, to Maurice. And to Maurice, I dedicate this piece. His wit is beyond comprehension. His company's well, my stories I tell, but his are not worth a mention. I feel I have something to offer, and I'm just seeking some companionship. Well, please feel free to stay as long as you want, madam. And write your poetry in comfort. Write your great works. Write your great works in comfort. You are in good company, madam. What was the one? This was my other one, madam. I've got a few more somewhere, but I don't. Michael is a man of taste, like nobody else I know. They need to go to a decent home, or else they will go to waste. This was an interesting variant, I think, because it rhymes the first and last lines. And it rhymes the middle through as well. That's why I try to play around with the limerick. I can't remember, why did I write this one? I think I was trying to sell him some, what was I trying to sell him? I can't remember. Michael is a man of taste, like nobody else I know. They need to go to a decent home, or else they will go to waste. I've got a few more somewhere, Matt. I've only ever written about 5 limericks in my whole life. And I'm supposed to be a rake, so... We must share many more of our works, Miss Murasaki. It seems like fate has brought us together, an enormous pair of tits and a taste for poetry. The perfect woman. Wonderful. That's funny, isn't it, Stuart? It is very funny. My life is a huge joke, so... Vile taste in ship names. So do I, madam. So do I. Oh! Vile ship names, madam. Oh! Suits you. A limerick. I'm so pleased you knew it. I've been trying to think of that for years. A limerick. I learned so much. Stu. We've got Charlie. I've got Miss Murasaki. Oh, Miss Murasaki, no, please. That's one of my least favourite words. Oh no. I just timed out Stu for saying it. Actually, no, he only got timed out for saying my 2 least favourite words. No, the other one, Miss Murasaki. I like jizzy. Jizzy's a nice word. The connotations of jizz, I think, are perfect for the actual slang word. Jizz, it sounds like it looks and feels. Who is Stu? It's Stu Lart. It's not his fault, basically. He's an OG viewer, and he's in a lot of pain, and you have to take that into consideration when he talks to you. Gentleman's relish, thank you very much, mate. You didn't need to do it on my behalf. Oh, it's a Viator. Oh, is that a blockade runner? Oh, oh, it's so similar. Oh, a blockade runner. A blockade runner, a poet, and an enormous pair of tits. What a fascinating lady. And there's a strike, ever so slightly like Michael Portillo. I don't mean that offensively. It's just, I know traps aren't gay, but... Orgasm. Is it an orca? I like the way you've used a Z instead of an S. I feel it's more phonetically representative, madam. Don't you agree? Or chasm, z, z, as opposed to chasm, you see? S, s, rather z, z, you know? Yeah. Or chasm, you see? I don't know, it's totally lost it now. We need, why are we here? Just to suffer. We need the Haley, and then... It's like the deeper buzzing of a vibrator as it gently caresses your flesh. Oh no, not flesh, madam. Please don't use the word flesh. No. Please don't. Oh, not flesh. No. No. I can't bear that in the same sentence as a sexual reference. Flesh. No. Can we say, oh crap, no, don't say, please. Can we say skin instead? Fucking hell, the noise. The fucking noise in this house. Does it ever stop? I can't fucking hear myself think. Oh god. Fucking noise in this house. Fucking Hoover. How much noise can one Hoover make? No, not obsessing about it. There's a fucking Hoover in my ear, and I'm a lunatic, unfortunately.